can both like that.
Regency Oaks is a wonderful place to live, but does your life have purpose? Purpose can be defined as the aim or direction that guides our lives. It's what gives meaning to our actions, fuels our passions, and shapes our aspirations. A full life of purpose is one where individuals understand the reasons for being and their contributions to the world around them. Without purpose, life can feel aimless and devoid of direction, which can lead to feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. In this life, there are extroverts, introverts, and some people in between. Within your personality, there are advantages of being active. Emotional support, that is very important. Social connections provide a network of emotional support, helps individuals cope with stress, grief, life challenges. Friends and loved ones offer empathy, compassion, and encouragement. This is very true of Regency Oaks. I think that's one of the things that you'll notice that your neighbors care about you. A sense of belonging. Being part of a community or a social group fosters a sense of belonging. Reduces feelings of isolation and loneliness. This sense of belonging is crucial for mental health. It also improves cognitive function. Social engagements stimulate the cognitive process. It keeps your brain active, sharp. Conversations and shared activities, social problem solving contribute to better cognitive health. Also, it boosts your mood. Positive social interaction triggers and releases endorphins and other good feeling hormones, which leads to improved mood and a general sense of well-being. Participating in clubs, interest groups, social organizations provides opportunity to meet like-minded individuals. Sharing a common interest, it fosters purpose, belonging, and from games to education to entertainment to worship, there is opportunity at Regency Oaks to belong. The importance of having a purpose in life engaged in social interactions cannot be overstated. Together they form the bedrock of mental health, fostering resilience, happiness, and a sense of fulfillment. By integrating purpose, social connectivity into our lives, we have a richer, more meaningful existence that enhances our overall well-being. Whether through volunteering, joining groups, setting goals, or the harmonious blend of purpose and social interaction is essential for a balanced and mental healthy life. The RORO board will be needing people to run in November, and the following committees need volunteers: health and safety, buildings and grounds, technology and communication. And these committees meet once a month, and they give input to the different departments. Also, bingo needs volunteers. We're looking for somebody to be the general person to run it, collect money, and to be a caller. If there's 3 callers, they rotate every 3 weeks. If there's 6, they rotate every 6 weeks. So it would be easier on people. What can you do for yourself? What can you do to help others? Help others be more sociable. Invite your neighbors who seldom come out to join you at an event like a cocktail party or go to dinner. Make Regency Oaks your place to belong. I was doing a lot of reading on purpose and goals, and so I wrote a 1-page thing. Then I said, okay, AI, how can you enhance that? So I got a little bit more flowery stuff in there that I wouldn't have done. But I got to thinking, Regency Oaks is a great place to live, and what you put into things is what you get out of things. So I encourage you to find your little niche, even if it's little. Thank you. At this time, I would like to entertain a motion to accept the minutes that were posted in the glass case.
I so moved.
And a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. At this time, we are going to do our committee reports, and we'll start with Candy and work our way this way. And you have a choice of standing up there or coming to the podium.
Good morning. I'm Candy Muller, Chair of the Dining Committee. And I would like to recognize Ricky Bacher, who is our Executive Director of the Food and Beverage Department, and Dustin Windsor, who brought our donuts, who is Assistant Director of Food and Beverage Department. The members of the Dining Committee are Gail Logan, Bobby Belcher, Pam DiMarino, Margaret Hendry, Edie James, Tammy Maurice, Judy Studebaker, Charlie Davis, Pat Geisheimer, and Dora Belport. We have a great committee. I will share with you some of the accomplishments that we have accomplished in the first quarter. We have served over 40,000 meals, which is amazing when you think about it. And if you've been in our kitchens, you know that it's not easy, but it works really well. We've provided food for the monthly cocktail party, marketing lunch, and other events. The Sunday brunch is still very successful. The pub continues to be successful with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Themed dinners continue. We've had the French white dinner, Valentine's, Mardi Gras, and I think we had a Greek themed dinner. We do have special dinner options also. The gourmet dinner, Italian dinner, food and wine pairing, beer club, wine club, Bellaro pizza, bourbon and barbecue, tacos and tequila, and the breezeway dinners. And then we try to make things special for you. Brick and Vine experiences. We've added a fresh and fit menu. We have added allergy symbols to the menus. We have a weekly menu chat on Thursdays at 10:30. Future plans, we will be hiring a new executive chef. They are interviewing at the moment. We will continue hiring and training the dining room and kitchen staff. Dinners on the breezeway will continue. Special dinners will continue. We are adding new dinner options, changing the menu, keeping it fresh, and there will be a new gourmet cycle starting next month. Thank you.
I'm Mary Ellen Gardner, and I'm chairperson of the Technology and Communications Committee. And our members right now are Mike Murphy, Val Chokoloff, and Samantha is our staff person, and myself. So as you can see, we need people that are willing to meet and come up with ideas of ways to help the residents with technology and help residents one-on-one if you can. Our accomplishments, we invited the East Lake High School Technology Club for 2 sessions to help during the last quarter. That was 4 during the school year, and it was very well received. Some of our residents have actually made real good relationships with some of the high schoolers, and some of them are graduating, and they've exchanged emails and everything, so it's been really neat. We provided individual assistance for residents using the dining portal. We help residents individually with their devices. We've offered sessions on using the Google Calendar, the Gmail Calendar, thinking outside the box, and using Excel to keep all information in one place and password protected. Our future plans are to assist residents individually with devices, offer sessions that are requested by residents, so that means you have to tell us what you want and need, and locating residents with technology knowledge that are willing to share. Thank you.
Good morning, I am Judy Studebaker, and I chair the Sales and Marketing Committee. Members of the committee are John Bergman, Bill DiMarino, Eleanor Finn, Chris Jenex, Cheryl Hewlett, Chet James, Carolyn Montgomery, Ann Siraj, and Aaron Clem, Manager of Sales and Marketing. The committee meets monthly with Aaron, Manager, to discuss current situations, concerns, and future marketing events. In the first quarter, they had 15 sales on a budget of 13. Various events for prospects are held each month. The ambassadors meet monthly with Aaron and/or Julie McBride to hear about the coming month's events. Then they indicate on a sign-up sheet their interest and ability with time to assist in those events. Depending on the number of prospects expected, a number of ambassadors are asked to assist with each event. We will continue to meet monthly and discuss future events with Aaron.
I am now Andrea Hagner, who broke her arm and can't be here. She's in charge of the activity committee. The members are Mary Ellen Bader, Beth Beaumont, Judy Collins, Millie Diaz, Chris Dougherty, Betty Egray, Mary Ellen Gardner, Susan Mulholland, Carol Riesinger, and Andrea is the chair, and Ginger Horton, director, and Samantha, coordinator. The goals are to support Ginger and Samantha as they plan and execute wide variety of activities at Regency Oaks, to listen to residents, and when we are asked to help bring their ideas to fruition. My lips have gone away. Accomplishments for the first quarter, ongoing projects, entertainment, and some of them were Carla Hine, Boomer Bang, Acapella Sweet Company, Montessori Children, Solinaires, musical bingo with Grace, cocktail parties. January was Black and White, February Valentine's, March Mardi Gras, and April is coming. Great decisions, great courses, life experiences, and Frank Twait has a way of making things funny. The history programs included Tampa, Indian Rocks, and Palm Harbor, lots of fitness classes, trips to casino, Market Marie, Trader Joe's, and others, restaurant trips to the living room and al fresco, RORO dance night, silent dance night with headphones, which those that went said it was hysterical and they thoroughly enjoyed it. Movie matinee was wicked. Information programs to learn about Excel to keep your records. Lighthouse for folks with vision problems. How to prevent falls. Todd Seymour and the 2024 taxes. Wellness chat. RORO forum. House therapy help. ROVA Carmen travel planner, and I probably missed some. Some of the new programs are a group that started out as Poker for Women is now changed to Poker for Beginners. Thank you, Jenny Winkler. The history group formed and they had their first meeting on Monday. They had a lot of people show up, and thanks to David Mulholland and Barry Kugler. About Us Chat is a women's group, thanks to Elaine Markowitz. And floating meditation was done by Ann Quallett. Unfortunately, it was not successful because they couldn't hear her because her head was in the water and it bounced off the ceiling. But we tried. And the future we have clothing swap June 22nd in the town hall, book swap and sale June the 26th in the grand lobby, jewelry sale of donations from residents October the 22nd in the grand lobby south, and the art show and sale November 7th in the town hall. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Lou Weislow of the Finance Committee. Members of the committee are Bobby Boucher, Marie Bishop, Fred Green, Cheryl Hood, Clinton Palmer, Chris Swanson, C.L. Wilmot, and myself, and our chair, and Sherry Schutzer, the Director of Financial Services. It always concerns me when one of our members is off on a cruise, you know, when you're dealing with money. We are the only committee that has a motto: show me the money. Our accomplishments are, we meet monthly and review the monthly operating statement with the Director of Financial Services. And I'm pleased to report that all departments are within or ahead of the budget so far this year. Regency Oaks is making money. and an excellent financial report so far this year. Thank you.
I'm Mary Parr, I'm head of the Health and Safety Committee. Our committee members are Jan Judich, Judy Valerius, Karen Lee, Millie Diaz, Alice Quattromoni, and Kelly Clark, and Christine S., Toby Sugar, and Susan Habermat. And I'd like to welcome our new member, Beth Beaumont, who is going to be joining us, and we could still use one or two more that are interested in health and safety. Most of our issues are health related, and some of the ones that we kind of considered we went on the forefront of things is urinary tract infections in the older adult, because we do not present the way we did when we were younger. And many times these can slip by until they become a serious issue. And sometimes it's simply a mental status issue that arises, and it takes people some time to figure out what it is. So we would like to do some educational programs on this, and we'll be setting that up. We talked about disposal of old medications, your prescription medications. You can either bring them every Wednesday when the pharmacy's here, or you can bring them down and give them to either Callie or Carol, and they will take care of them until they can be properly disposed of. Please don't just put prescription drugs into your trash. It's my understanding that you can put stuff like ibuprofen, and I recently went through some issues, and what I did was simply open the bottle, dump out the pills, and then throw the ibuprofen bottle away because no one else was going to be using it. So there are different ways to do it, but if you have any question, take it down to health or Kelly or Carol. We still have walker issues, and some of it's related to safety, making sure that people know how to park their walkers, where to park them, how not to use them, and we're going to be doing more education with respect to this. And we also want to try to involve caregivers this time. Many times caregivers know that things are going on, but they may not get communicated, and we want to make sure that these things are getting communicated with us, and that we are educating the caregivers with the same things that we're educating you with, so our expectations can be the same. We discussed policy for pets. The pet policy is pretty well written, according to other policies that I've read. The main issue there again is owner responsibility. Make sure you pick up after your dogs. Keeping your dogs basically away from other people, not in areas where food is being distributed. And certainly we want to make sure that you keep them out of hallways, especially cats and dogs, because there are some people that are terribly allergic to dander here. So it's really important that we observe that. And I would like to ask that if anybody would like to join the committee, number one, let me know, but also if you have educational ideas or you've thought of what if, like, do you know the new hearing devices that are out here? We could find somebody to come demonstrate and explain them. Because my husband has an additional amplifier, and people are always coming by to ask what it is, and they haven't heard of it. So we would be happy to get something together to let you know about that. The same thing with vision. Let us know. If you have a question, let us know, or let one of the committee members know. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chris Swanson, chairman of the Building and Grounds Committee. And just as a quick check, does everybody have their pendant with them?
Yes.
Not everybody. Wear your pendant. It's really a valuable resource. Members of my committee are Ken Cass, Mike White, Gloria Kahlberg, Ken Kahlberg, Steve Evans, Tony Quattromani, and Gene Beagle. The staff is Corey Schultz, who is our landscape contractor, Evan Poole, and Darwin Perez. Yesterday, Lindsay mentioned that we're coming up on the 3rd anniversary of the fire, and they're getting ready to complete the job. That got me to thinking, we've been here, Sue and I have been here almost 7 years, and we've been under construction for 4 years. The town hall was started about 4 years ago this month. And then we had the fire, and the red team came in and demolished what they had to clean up, and then the blue team moved in. And then we had the hurricane, and now we got another blue team in doing some construction. And there's gonna be more with the elevators. And I was thinking about how long it's been since we had a campus without dumpsters and machinery and whatnot. And then on this weekend, another construction project was started. It seems like there was a woodpecker just outside making a nest, and it's been doing that, and of course they don't mind any rules. 7 o'clock in the morning, this morning and yesterday morning, and you can see it on the breezeway when it's going to town. So a lot of construction has been going on for a long time. I'm looking forward to next year when it's supposed to be all done. We'll still have it the rest of this year. But we'll be monitoring the timing of these construction projects and assisting with communications to everyone. These projects will be the road replacement, this phase 3, the new elevator mechanisms, roof replacements, and the road, we'll be working with staff and organizing where you're gonna park when they tear up the parking lot by the S-Wing, because they're gonna, at this time, work from the north entrance around to almost to the health center. That road and all of the parking along the S-Wing, that's a lot of parking. And with the blue team gobbling up real estate for their stuff, it's going to be interesting to figure that out.
Tropicana Field's available.
That's true. There's a shuttle bus ready. The elevator project will be starting in the north building. The committee voted unanimously to start on the north, but made sense because that's where the worst problems seem to be. And when they finally get all the bidding organized and issued, it's going to take a month or 2 to get the parts to do the project. We got 4 elevators, that's a lot of parts, and it's going to be at least 2 weeks. Every elevator will be down for 2 weeks for the work to be done. So 4 elevators is going to be over a period of 8 weeks. Only doing one at a time, they're not going to do them all at once. So that'll be a major project. It will be done by the end of the year. The south building is going to be budgeted for 2026. The roof replacement, I think Lindsay mentioned that yesterday. They're supposed to get started in April or May. We're running out of April, so it's probably going to be May. Let's see, the sprinkler system. They have been having trouble with the controller. They've had 3 different controllers installed, and they finally taken care of that. And there was a period of 51 days when there was no sprinkling. So that's why we have some brown spots and issues in that. So now that we got it working, now we're going to check for coverage to make sure that everything is done well. Our trees, the ones that don't have leaves, not budgeted for this year. So they'll be budgeted in 2026. We had an arborist come out and he's got the top 6 that should be removed soon. And also he gave us information on the ones that need a little extra TLC because they're looking a little peaked. Dead and broken limbs will be taken care of this year. They're going in and trimming out the damage from the hurricane and pruning the trees, so they'll be taking care of that. And let's see, Margaret mentioned, that we have an opening. We had a member of the committee, Ed Hawks, who recently died. Yeah, he was a valued member. But if you have any interest, please get a hold of me. And one of the things too, that I can't go without finishing up, we got a lot of big projects going on, but we are trying to be attention to detail. I mean, it's one of the top 10 things that the staff has got. There's things that they follow, and attention to detail is one of them. On the Kirby Road out here, sidewalk, the sidewalk going to the south building, that little sidewalk, just about halfway through it, on the right-hand side, well, it doesn't matter which way you go.
Yeah.
Right or left hand, but depending on which way you go, you'll see an orange sandbag. That's left over from the construction of the town hall. It was used to hold the fence steady as we walk through there, just from getting off the sidewalk. The work order's been turned in, and that must be one of those 59 that aren't completed yet. Because I checked this morning, it's still there. But it's those kind of little things that if you see it, take a picture, send it to me, or turn in a work order, and we'll get to it. I mean, we've done one for Evan because we found some trash in the P-wing stairwell. Somebody had to have their lunch under the stairwell. I'm not making this up. There were some styrofoam dishes there underneath the stairwell. And where the sign says no storage, it was there. So any kind of little thing like that, turn in a work order, or send me a picture, and I'll turn it in for you. So any way you want to do it. And if there's any questions, I guess Margaret will be the monitor of any questions for the community. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions, general questions, or questions for a particular committee? Right behind Jan. Here.
Is there some way for the mic?
Would you repeat the dates for clothing sale, art sale? I think we named about 4 things.
Yes.
Please.
The long-term things?
Clothes swap,
Okay.
the clothing swap and the book swap.
Yeah. Clothing swap is June the 22nd in the town hall. Book swap and sale is September 26th in the Grand Lobby South. Jewelry sale of donations from residents is October the 22nd in the Grand Lobby South.
And north.
Both, good, both lobbies, good. Art show and sale is November 7th in the town hall. Yes, Linda?
There is a problem with rodents and piles of sand, actually, along the sidewalk and along the road.
There's a problem with rodents.
Yeah, rodent piles of sand along the road and along the sidewalk to the end of the north building. You can see them as you walk. I mean, there are big piles of, holes and sand that the rodents leave. In addition, someone is throwing big pieces of bread along the road,
Yes.
which attract rodents and attract all kinds of.
Yeah, there are people that like to feed the squirrels, but that's not the only ones that eat it.
We're gonna get rats.
Yeah.
We're gonna get.
We do have rat traps around the community,
Yeah,
but not there.
and not
Yeah.
only that, it's
Yeah.
bad for the dogs.
Yes,
because
it
our
is.
dogs literally
Yeah.
are going to be walking in that grass. And if we're spraying, the feet of the dogs are, they leave their feet with their.
Chris, are you taking notes?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a problem of consideration, which furry critters do
Yeah.
we want to attract, and which ones do we want to keep safe? So we really need to be thinking and putting out some easy rules to follow.
Thank you very much, Linda. Any other questions?
Candy, this question is for you. How do I become a member of the dining committee? Is
Yes,
there a wait list?
yes, there usually is.
Okay. Let me know
Yes, to
when there's
become
an
a member of
opening.
the dining committee, let me know that you're interested, and I know you have.
Yes,
But right now, our membership is full.
that's okay. Let me know when you have a
I
vacancy.
definitely will, thanks,
Thank you.
Joanne.
Does your platform include more beer and a beer cheese soup? I'll vote for
There's a bee
you.
in your bonnet, isn't there, Barry?
Oh, didn't you hear? Your soup is canceled. Any other questions? If you do, later on, just approach any person on the committee or the people sitting here with your ideas and your questions. Thank you very much for coming.